We're live. Okay. So before we get going, let me just make sure everything else is how it needs to be really quickly. Okay. So, and then let me make sure I post this on the Enhanced Beauty page and the Facebook page. Oh, hello, whoever's here. I'm just kind of doing final things. Let's see here. So I need to I'm just sharing real quick on the other Instagram page, and then I'm gonna go on Facebook. Okay, there's that. And let's see here. All right. Hi. So, as of right now, we're actually live on YouTube. We're doing our last day of the Winter Skincare Challenge. So, we're in day 5, and today we're talking about multivitamins. So, if you can, make sure you get over to the um, Enhanced Beauty Skin YouTube page so you can catch this live right now. All right. So, let me post this and then we'll get started. Excuse me. All right. Okay, perfect. There we go. So let me just add this here. There. Cool. All right, perfect. So I'm also just kind of giving a few minutes just so that if people catch wind of this, you guys can join in. Okay. Okay. I think we're good to go here. So I'm going to give about another 30 seconds to a minute or so just to see if any, um, people are going to come in a little bit later. Make sure let me get my notes together. Okay, so let's do this. And that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, this is going to be really, really quick, honestly, because we're just talking about multivitamins and just the role that they can play when it comes to our skincare and things like that, and our skin and our hair and all that other good stuff. So I just want to go through that and actually talk about some of the important vitamins that we need. Okay, so I got my notes here and we are going to go ahead and do that. Let me kind of fix this a little bit. There we go. All right, so before we get into that, let's go ahead and do our daily recap. Okay, so Day one, we talked about oil cleansing and how to do that, how to make your own DIY oil cleanser, and just the benefits of doing that, especially in the colder winter months. Okay. And then after that, we talked about drinking our water because water is such an important part in the health of our skin as well. How much we should drink, what exactly water can do for us, and how it can essentially help clear our skin up. And then we talk about exfoliating because if we are going to go ahead and do those things like oil cleansing to make sure that we're staying hydrated while still doing the cleansing process, and then drinking our water to nourish and hydrate internally, we got to make sure that we are allowing our skin to renew, regenerate, and just expose that newer, fresher skin. So we have to exfoliate to get all the dead skin off. Whenever we have that lackluster look, that's where exfoliation comes into play. And then yesterday, we actually talked about masks, and that is absolutely something so beneficial to do after exfoliation. So, literally, in that same day, and I think we touched on it a little bit yesterday, and we had some issues the past couple of days. So, I had to actually go on the Enhanced Beauty Instagram page to do the live and everything. So if you are kind of confused with all of that, you can definitely go to at enhancedbeauty.slb to kind of just see the past 2 days and how things have been going because we did the live on there. Rain and technical difficulties had the internet acting a fool, so we had to make do. Now, when we were talking about masks, we talked about different types, what would work best for what skin types, and when would be the best time to do it and how often. So ultimately, my suggestion was to designate a pamper day for yourself to where you're doing all of these things on that same day. You definitely want to make sure you're cleansing and moisturizing on the daily. Make sure you're drinking your water on the daily, and of course, taking your multivitamin. But in regards to exfoliating and putting a mask on, you can kind of pick one day to really like, this is the day for me to treat my skin type of thing. Okay. So, as far as today, we're talking about multivitamins and, just kind of why they are important. And the thing about it is, a lot of times these multivitamins have certain, I guess, myths or opinions or whatever you might want to call it in regards to taking these if they're really doing anything. Okay. And here's the thing. So, in regards to the multivitamin, they are very beneficial because they contain certain things that we might not get from our diet. We might not be consuming the right things to get the adequate amounts of these certain minerals and vitamins that we need. So they are really, really, really vital, in my opinion, especially in the climate we're in now with COVID. I highly suggest taking something. That way, we at least know we're touching on our immune system some kind of way and things like that. But there are a few things that are really, really responsible for improving our skin's health that are in multivitamins. Okay. So ultimately, we know this. They're nothing but a combination of really important vitamins and minerals, and they are very essential for our body so that we can stay healthy and work properly. And this is not just like oh, I'm only going to take vitamins, in my 20s. This is something that needs to be ongoing throughout life. Okay. You really need to take these at any life stage that you're in. Okay. And ultimately, there's about 25 vitamins um, and minerals and supplements included in most of these formulas that we see out there on the market. There's so many to choose from. I know it can be very overwhelming sometimes, but I'm going to share with you guys what brands I actually have and use and what I'm currently taking now, things that I've tried before, and just what I like. Okay. So ultimately, you would have to take maybe anywhere from 175 or more individual supplements per week. And that is to get the benefits of one daily multivitamin. So if you're taking a whole bunch of things just individually, the multivitamin cuts out all that guesswork and all of the extraness to where it's giving you everything you need, killing two birds with however many stones, okay? And everything's there where how you need it. Okay, so um, let's see here. You also have certain antioxidants like vitamin E, vitamin C, and B carotene. And these are things that our body actually doesn't naturally make. So we have to keep that in mind too. A lot of this stuff, we don't naturally possess it or make it in our body. And they have to be contained either through the things we're eating, the stuff in our diet, or through multivitamins. Okay. And so I do want to talk about a few of the vitamins that are key when we're talking specifically about skincare. So we have, excuse me, I'm tired. All right. So we have vitamin A. Okay. And so vitamin A is actually really, really good for our eye health. And it's also really important for um, that protein synthesis to happen and cell differentiation to happen, which is ultimately giving us that good integrity of the epithelial cells and tissues. And that's pretty much when we say epithelial, we're talking about mucous membranes and stuff like that. And so it helps to maintain the integrity of those tissues, meaning our the mucus within our skin and our eyeballs. We know that our eyes, that is a mucous membrane area. Okay. It has to stay moisturized and hydrated. So vitamin A can definitely play a role in that. And the thing about it is, when our cells are actually dividing and multiplying, they're creating other cells to kind of fill different functions rather than that one parent cell. So I know we're getting pretty deep and scientific here, but I just want to kind of give you guys a visual and some background there. So when I say cell differentiation, it literally is just the process by which each type of cell develops to fulfill a specific function. Okay. And so when we're saying that, that's pretty much like organs. Okay. You got your liver cells, your skin cells, etc. So each system has their own makeup and process that the cells are actually working toward, building for, and all of that. So our skin cells actually have a very high turnover rate. Okay. And remember, we were talking about that when we were touching on exfoliation. So it's called the cell renewal factor. And so our skin cells have a high turnover rate, and that means the body needs to produce them more and more frequently than any other kind of cells. Okay. And that's because it's just they're constantly sloughing off and all of that stuff. And I mean, if you didn't know this by now, whenever you see dust and stuff like that, a big percentage of what makes up that dust buildup is our dead skin cells. Okay. So that's just a fun fact there. Now, um, that's just a little bit about vitamin A. Okay, so not only is vitamin A, again, it's important for the eye health and everything, but we said all that to say that vitamin A actually helps with that process, that cell turnover process. That is why when you see things on the market like vitamin A serums, which is typically retin A, retinol, um, tretinoin cream, stuff like that, they're very, very, very concentrated with vitamin A. And that actually kind of gets your skin going at a ridiculously high rate. And that's why people swear by retin A and stuff like that, and tretinoin cream being the fountain of youth, because it's making your skin cells continuously make new ones and peel the other ones away. So that's kind of how vitamin A functions in that form, and essentially the part it plays if we ingest it. Okay. So another really good vitamin that is comprised in our multivitamins is definitely biotin. Okay. So biotin plays a good role in improving our skin health. It also can protect our skin from any fungal infections, and that includes bacterial infections and things that could cause acne. So if there's a deficiency of biotin, it can definitely lead to the skin being cracky, very dry, and it can also lead to acneic problems. So it's definitely important to have some biotin in there, and most multivitamins have that. So that's not an issue. But you definitely want to make sure whatever it is you're going to take, if your skin is one of the main concerns you have as far as why you're seeking out a multivitamin, definitely make sure that it has biotin in there. And it's also great for your hair and your skin, and your nails too. Let's see, we got vitamin E. Vitamin E is really cool. I think it's great topically in oil form and in our minerals. Okay, but topically, we just have to be careful because sometimes it can be pore clogging. But if we're taking it in the form of, it being a part of a multivitamin, what's happening is it's actually a antioxidant, and it's going to help our skin cells maintain their health and their function. And if we know what antioxidants are, they're pretty much protection for our skin from free radicals and other toxins and pollutants. So, vitamin E will actually help to replenish moisture, of course, and it'll also hydrate the skin and protect it against harmful environmental factors. So, that's a little bit about vitamin E. So, those are the three vitamins that I wanted to touch on, because, of course, you look at a multivitamin, the list is ridiculous when you see all the minerals and everything in there, all the vitamins. But these three are key if skin is one of your main concerns that you're looking to help improve by taking a multivitamin. So, right off the bat, there are some really good brands. I'm going to show you what I'm currently taking now. And I'll also, I think I might have some more too, as far as what I used to take also. But ultimately, a lot of people like to just go to GNC. They have tons of choices and things like that. Um, and GNC actually has a brand. Okay, and so they have their own brand that they have of the vitamins, and they have a women's hair, skin, and nails one. And I've tried that. It's been years and years ago, and I was totally fine with it. As far as now, right now I'm taking these. So this is by a brand called Ollie, and this is the Perfect Women's Multi. So it's a powerful blend of vitamins A, C, D, E, B's, biotin, and folic acid. And this is actually in gummy form. And that's just because I don't know, I find myself like more inclined to really take these because it's in gummy form. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Um, but anyway, has actually been really nice. It's been really good. And of course, it has everything in there that I just touched on as far as the vitamins and everything, and so much more. So, this is really nice. You can take it on the daily. And now I take two of these per day. And that's really all you need. But this is so, so, so good. Um, and I like these. Now, it's going to be one of those to each his own type of thing. Some people are okay with the pills, and I was okay taking a multivitamin pill and everything too. Hey, Letitia. I was okay with taking the multivitamin pill and everything, but it kind of they're huge. They are like really huge, and sometimes I have a hard time taking them as opposed to being able to just chew this and ingest it. So this is what I like. So Ollie, I feel like it's becoming a more reputable, um, popular brand of vitamins. They have other things as well. Another brand called Goli is really, really nice too. Now, I haven't tried their multivitamin or anything, but they have other supplements that are really, really good. And oh my gosh, I take these ashwagandha ones. Amazing. Those are really good for stress and stuff like that too. So that's a quick little, if you be stressing, you should try that. But I love these. So if you might have issues, because I know like my grandmother, she's an older lady and she already has to take a lot of pills anyway. But she has certain supplements that she takes in a gummy form, because if she didn't, the pill would actually be like this huge thing, and she ain't got time for that. So I like to opt for the gummies because it's just a mental thing. I'm not really sure. But that's what I take. And I'm gonna grab this other one that I have. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I'm sore. Okay. All right. So this is another one, and they're full. They're full, and they're actually expired. But see what I mean? So these are the women's one a day. So all the one a day vitamins too, I feel like those are a good brand as well. I just couldn't, yeah, I don't know. It's just something about this. Like I would just prefer these. And not only these, but I know I'm gonna take them and I'm about almost done. See, it's at the bottom. So anyway, but it is a good brand. Um, but yeah, so that's really the only spill that I have here for this segment here. But I did want to share a couple of other little like tidbits of information with stuff. So ultimately, I know we all should be very intelligent people here. So I'm hoping that you guys have grasped just how everything we've talked about the past 5 days kind of coincide and work, cohesively to allow your skin to thrive and do well and maybe clear up whatever issues you have going on. Yes, the gummies do taste better. Those do taste kind of funny. Um, but there is other things that you can look into if you are struggling with certain things. Oh my God, let me get my mind together because there is a supplement that I've heard. I haven't tried it, I haven't used it, but supposedly it made a big difference when people were dealing with things like cystic acne and things of that nature. I'm actually gonna let me pull this up real quick because I want to just be sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing. It is some type of acid, something acid. I just want to make sure I know what the heck I'm talking about. Um, Man, what is that stuff called? Let's see. Okay, stuff's coming up. Let's see. That's it. Okay, because I was about to call it something else, but there's something out there called pantothenic acid. Okay. And apparently, it's highly linked to maybe one of the B vitamins, maybe B5, and B5 is always good in terms of skin and skincare. I used to get these vitamin injections a few years ago, and I would get the vitamin B5 and 12, and what else? Glutathione, and all of that. And so, this stuff here, they're saying that it is linked to the vitamin B5. So, pantothenic acid, if you are having issues with acne and it seems like every single thing you are trying just is not working, that could potentially be some type of vitamin or supplement that you can try because, according to just the research I've done and I've looked at so many articles about this. I've seen so many YouTube videos about it, and it's seemingly to be something that is worth a try if you are experiencing some issues that just seem very stubborn and won't go away. So I wanted to tell you guys about that. I'll type it in here right now just so you can see the actual spelling. Pantothenic. Yeah, pantothenic acid. Okay. So definitely, um, that's something I did want to touch on since we're talking about vitamins and all that stuff because they do make a supplement for this. I don't know where. Okay. Most of these people who I've seen videos on and stuff were ordering this from somewhere. I'm not sure, but just definitely note that because it could be something you could share with somebody if you know who's struggling or whatever. But it's been said that it is nice. So let me just do a little bit more reading on that so you guys can know a little bit. So, yep, pantothenic acid is one of the 8 B vitamins. Okay, plays a vital role in helping the human body maintain good health. See there? So, one of the main functions is to convert fats, proteins, and carbs into energy, which is a process called oxidation. So, it could also be something. really nice to include on a fitness journey or like a health, weight loss, whatever you want to call it. And I guess that makes sense because when I was getting those vitamin injections, it was at a weight loss clinic, and I was also getting like the laser lipo with the heat melting the fat and stuff like that. So it does make sense. Okay. But apparently, there's a few things that can actually house this. So that's good to know. There's some natural sources that contain this pantothenic acid in it, and it's going to be eggs, meat, poultry, lentils, broccoli, cabbage, white and sweet potatoes. That's good to know. I love sweet potatoes. Whole grain cereal, dairy products, nuts, beans, and lentils. They said lentils twice, but anyway, there's that. So if you're not one who likes to take things, because I get it, there's some people out there who really just love a more holistic, natural approach to where they don't want to take anything. They don't trust anything. That's fine. At least you know you have these options here. Um, and I just wanted to share this because I'm not too clear if, well, it says it's in the B vitamins. So it B2, B6. Oh, it is in here. So that's good. So on my vitamins, it is in here and there's 5 milligrams worth of it. Okay. So very good to know with that. So even then, even if you're suffering from milder, breakouts and things like that, this could potentially be very helpful. So that's why I wanted to talk about that and put it in the challenge too, because if you're not taking one, please do. It's way deeper than just the skin. It's about your overall health and wellness too. So we need to just make sure we're staying on top of our stuff. But yeah, so that's it. Okay. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that. I wanted to share the info on the main vitamins that are really good inside of multivitamins, especially for our skin, and just how if we do all of these things that we've been doing for the past 5 days on a consistent basis, our skin should improve and definitely begin to thrive and just glow. Okay. We want to make sure that we're getting our glow on. And that's it. You had sweet potatoes last night. Ooh, lucky you. I got to make some next week. I'll be making some for Christmas. But there you guys. So today was really short and sweet. Nothing too crazy. And I felt like it was a good chill way to just kind of wrap up the past 4 days. And so I know you guys have been getting emails and all of that good stuff. So continue to check those for updates. Make sure that you send off your bingo card, make sure it is complete. And tomorrow evening, I'll actually be announcing the winner live. I'll be doing that live as well. We'll be using I'm going to be using this little site thing or something, and it's going to just randomly pick somebody. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that, and I will also have a few surprises, so stay tuned for that as well, because everybody, there's only one winner of this challenge, but everybody deserves to win in some way or another. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. So I'm excited, and thank you guys so much for participating and tuning in. And again, on your own time, however you want to get with me, please let me know your thoughts on this challenge. If it was cool, if you would ever participate in another one. I want to make sure I'm moving in the right direction with this stuff as my brand continues to grow. I continue to grow. My business continues to grow. I want to make sure I'm doing some really good things that, are purposeful and, um, yeah, just purposeful and have meaning and actually benefit in some kind of way. So please let me know. But I appreciate you guys. It is hump day, so enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys really soon. Take your vitamins.